Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a get ready with me, which I'm gonna be completely honest, is pretty much every single video that I post. Even when I'm doing a challenge or something else, it's still me just getting ready with you guys. So that's what I'm gonna do today. However, this video is not gonna just be a regular ass get ready with me, okay? It's gonna be a video that I've been honestly wanting to do for a while now. And that's a get ready with me using FabFitFun products that I've gotten from past boxes. So this video is sponsored by FabFitFun. Thank you so much, FabFitFun. You guys are so good to me. I don't deserve you. But this isn't gonna be like my other FabFitFun videos, like unboxings and all that stuff. It's gonna be me getting ready, doing my makeup, talking to you guys about shit, my life in general, whatever. But I'm gonna be using products from past FabFitFun boxes. Not all of them have I gotten in my boxes that like you've seen me unbox, but these items, not all of the ones that I'm gonna use, but a lot of the things are from past FabFitFun boxes from seasons ago or last season or whatever it is. A lot of these things I didn't even know were in past boxes and I'm like, damn, that's pretty good. One of my favorite things about FabFitFun, and I've said this a million times, is the variety of things that you get. So it's not just makeup, you get a bunch of different things to try. And so I'm essentially gonna be trying some things on camera with you, like a new makeup video, but I didn't have to spend that much money because just it came in a box. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Before I begin, gonna just throw this in here because I do that in pretty much every FabFitFun video in case you're confused and don't know about the brand. They're a seasonal subscription box and it's not just makeup. There's makeup, lifestyle, fitness stuff that come to you every season. And they're $49.99 every season. If you use my code, you can get $10 off that for your first box. But yeah, other than letting you know if a product came from a FabFitFun box or not, this is just a regular ass get ready with me where I talk too much. And so if you want to hear me complain about my life, just keep watching. All right, so right now I have on my Wander Beauty Baggage Creme Gold eye masks. These are some of my favorite ones. I've tried a lot of different eye masks and although I love them and they're one of my favorite like things to do to my face that are a little bit extra, I like these way more than doing like face masks. Like I enjoy this more, but a lot of the ones that I've tried, they sting the shit out of my eyes and these do not. So I really enjoy these. I've had them on for like 15 minutes. I just had them on while I was getting ready and although they felt like they were getting dry, they're still really juicy. I don't even know if there's a significant difference on your guys' end, English is hard. But I have a new camera lens and it's supposed to be better. Is it? I don't know. Probably not. Probably looks the same. I probably shouldn't have switched to a better quality camera at the same time where I have a ginormous pimple right under my nose. That's super distracting. Anyway, although I do want to give a shout out, and this wasn't a FabFitFun box, but hands down, these are the best pimple patches I've ever used. The thing about pimple patches, if you've tried them before, I don't know why I'm going to go off on a tangent about this, but I am. You have to identify when it's the right time to put on a pimple patch. That was my biggest issue before. I used to put them on those like under the skin bumps, and sometimes it would help like bring the whitehead up. But a lot of the time, these types of things work best when there's already a white thing on there because it'll actually like suck it out. I'm gonna show you a pretty gross video, but these patches literally draw out like the nasty crap from your pimples and you can see it on the patch. It like draws out the oil or whatever the hell is in your skin. I probably shouldn't be preaching about skincare when my skin's inflamed, but I swear it's because of my last video. I'm gonna put on some of this Tarte Drink of H2O moisturizer. I saw that this had really good reviews online. It does have fragrance and I'm starting to watch Skincare by Hiram. Okay, so I'm a little bit woke now when it comes to skincare. I really love the texture of this because I love gel moisturizers. I hate cream moisturizers. I have come to that conclusion. It feels gross on my skin and I just don't like it when it's like a white cream. Oh, this is burning my pimple. So this does have fragrance, which is a downside for sure when it comes to skincare. I don't use this at night. I only use this when I'm about to do my makeup because since my skin is drier now, I have to put on moisturizer before my primer. But since I got this in a FabFitFun box, I was like, okay, I could still use it because it's the texture of moisturizer I like, just has a little bit too much fragrance for me. Damn it, I forgot to shave my face. This was also in a FabFitFun box and this is like a hair epilator, I think is what they're called. This is just like, I can't do it now. I put on moisturizer, but this is basically a thing that you run and it gets rid of your hair. It works pretty good. I'm having my latte. I used to struggle, here I go, off on another tangent. I used to get Starbucks every day for years. And every time I tried to make iced coffee at home with like the Starbucks things that they saw at the grocery store or anything else, I failed. It was disgusting. I was like, this is atrocious. Until I got a freaking Nespresso. That machine, although expensive, it's like $200 or something, is the most used thing in my house, the most used appliance. And I make lattes now because I make my own vanilla syrup, which is literally just water, sugar, and vanilla extract. Super easy. It takes like 2 seconds to make, and then I just store it in a bottle. And then I use soy milk, and this tastes a million times better. Starbucks espresso tastes like farts, straight up. The only good things that I like from Starbucks are their frappuccinos. Like if I want a dessert, I'll just go and get a frappuccino that's not a coffee. I do like their pumpkin spice frappuccinos. That's fire. And their pumpkin spice lattes are really good too, but that's only a few months out of the year. And I think you can make your own at home. Anyway, point is, make your own coffee. Save some money, even though Nespresso's expensive as shit. The pods are $1 each. That's expensive. Anyway, Jessie, do you plan on maybe continuing on and perhaps shedding up? Thank you. Okay, for primer, let me look. I was gonna use these 3 on my face. This is the Touch and Soul No Problem primer. This was from a FabFitFun box, and so was this, which is a sunscreen. But this sunscreen, this is the Kula Mineral Sunscreen. It's very matte, like silicone-y type vibe, which this is too. So I don't want to put both of these. I was going to, it's just a bit much. So I'm gonna put this sunscreen on first. Ooh. Did you hear that? I'm gonna put this on first, and then I'm gonna put on my Jelly Pop primer from e.l.f. I told you guys about this in my last video. I really, really like this. I'm not super in love with the sunscreen, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely has that professional but way greasier type of feel. It's definitely greasy, but I love mineral sunscreens. I just recently realized when I went, I'm putting on the Jelly Pop primer. When I went to Target to get some sunscreen, I just realized that the ones that they sell, you know, Banana Boat and Copper Tone and all of those, they don't have zinc oxide. Isn't that the shit that actually protects you from the sun? Like, I don't want to just not get sunburned. I would like to not get skin cancer. Thank you. It was appalling. And the ones that do have zinc oxide and are mineral-based sunscreens, which are the ones that actually protect you from the sun, were so expensive, like $20 for a tiny little bottle. This has zinc oxide. It's actually pretty low. It's 1.8%. I'm not gonna pretend to know what I'm talking about, okay? I was about to pretend that I knew what I was talking about, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna move on to my eye makeup. I have to remember to drink water while I drink my coffee. I get nauseous every morning. I've been a coffee drinker for as long as I can remember, and I still cannot remember to drink water while I'm drinking my coffee so that I don't want to throw up by 12 p.m. Oh, and I just realized this is from a FabFitFun box. This is a silicone cup. Is that not so weird? I thought I was gonna hate this because of like sensory things and like when you put your lips on it, I thought it was gonna be weird, but it's not. I want to go out of the box today with my eyeshadow. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Okay, it's just what I'm shooting for. I always do the same look in every video, and sometimes I don't even realize that as I'm doing it. I'm just so accustomed to doing the same eyeshadow look. But since I have nothing to do today other than this video and some editing, I am going to do a look that I probably would have never have thought to do before. Okay, so if my face looks a little bit weird, it's because I had a quick detour and got way too much confidence and tried a blue eyeshadow look on this eye, and it went horribly wrong. This is why I stay deep within the box. The box is my home. Instead of a blue look, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna be using the Colourpop So Jaded palette and the Storybook Cosmetics Fairy Tale palette in Little Briar Rose. This has some really nice lid shades that I like, and so I'm gonna use that. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk as I do a look. God knows what kind of look I'm gonna do. I kind of want to do a green, but I want to honestly relax because that blue, let me just put a little clipperoonies of what that blue looked like. I just got a glimpse of myself in the mirror. What the fuck? I don't know who I thought I was, James Charles who, but I really fucked up and it looked horrible. So I'm just gonna go in and do my makeup how I normally do. I was trying to do it like I've seen this girl, Michaela, do it on TikTok. She's the one that has that like thick Boston accent. I don't know if that helps put into perspective who I'm talking about, but she always does her darker color first and then she blends it out with lighter colors. And I've always been fascinated by that. And so I tried it with the blue, and needless to say, didn't work. Maybe I'm just too heavy-handed. I feel like that's why I like to start with lighter colors, because I'm just too aggressive and intense. And so therefore I need to limit myself. But I kind of want to do like a green jade color because she has jade, this color that's kind of like an earthy green. So I kind of just want to try that out and see how it turns out. But I'm starting with the color Geodude from the So Jaded palette. It's a very earthy kind of brown yellow transition color. So it's neutral, but it's not so cool tone that it's like gray, you know what I mean? Like I feel like it gives some warmth. I really like this color. I don't use it nearly as much as I should because it's a really, really nice transition shade. Anyway, how's everyone? How's your life? Have you guys been getting good sleep? That would make one of us if your answer was yes. I have not been able to sleep. That's the newest saga in my life, 2020. Hello, how are you? My body goes into a full-blown panic every night once I'm asleep already, so it's not even my brain anymore. I can't even blame it on my mind. It's like I'm not even awake. But basically every night at 3 a.m. I wake up. And what's really fun about that is that I talk to my mom about my sleeping issues and she's like, oh my god, 3 a.m. That's the time in Amityville Horror that like the demons would wake the people up or something. I'm like, are you why would you tell me that? So that conversation really eased my anxiety and now I wake up wanting to cry. I've had moments before, especially when I was pregnant, that I would wake up in the middle of the night inexplicably, but it wasn't inexplicably, I was pregnant. But now I just wake up because I'm anxious and I literally wake up like in a cold sweat almost, just feeling like something bad has happened. So I always go through my phone and I'm like, is someone hurt? Like what happened? Like that's the type of panic I wake up in every single night. So that's great. And the only reason I'm telling you guys this is because I actually found a weird solution that's pretty, I mean, it's a natural solution. So I've been drinking sleepy time tea and I thought it was bullshit because when I tell you I wake up in a panic and my anxiety is so bad that it's hard for me to even fall asleep, let alone stay asleep, that's my situation. So I was like, a tea, bitch. If a tea could fix my life, I'll be doing a lot better. But I have to say, it really helped me a lot. I actually found out about it through TikTok and I was like, yeah, whatever, okay. But I got it anyway because I was like, what's it gonna hurt? It's not gonna make me more anxious. And I do have to say, the first night I took it, I stayed asleep the whole night. I didn't wake up once. And the next night that I took it, which was last night, I woke up once, but I didn't even have the energy to like go and grab my phone. Usually that's what keeps me awake. Man, I ramble on about nothing. But no, it actually did work and I'm pleasantly surprised with that. So I wanted to share that with any of you that might be having some sleeping issues. I'm just happy that I found somewhat of a solution. And it's actually pretty nice to have like a tea at night. Like you have your little routine, you go, I mean, I've been doing it for 2 days. I'm the queen of preaching when I have no idea what I'm talking about. I really just go off in all directions when like I have no business doing so. But anyway, hope that helps. I also downloaded a sleep recorder app. Random, but I did. And I was hoping to catch myself farting in my sleep. Don't ask me why. I've seen too many TikToks. But I didn't fart in my sleep, just a lot of snoring. Do you guys want to hear some of my snoring? Here it is. I don't know why I shared that, but I did. You're welcome. Have you guys realized yet that this channel has just slowly evolved into my diary where I just tell you shit that I should probably keep to myself? My last video was me rambling on for so long, so I'm just gonna speed through my eye makeup because I'm putting on eyelashes too, although I am using a new eyeliner. This was from a FabFitFun box. This is the Ciat London Fierce Flicks eyeliner. It has good reviews, but I've never tried it before. And then I'm gonna put on some lashes and I'm trying to get this green color to show up on top of that brown, but it's all kind of turning into like caca color, which is nice. But anyway, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm just gonna fast forward because the way that I ramble on as I do my eye makeup is a crime and I need to honestly stop. Okay, I completely despise what I have done here today. I'm hoping that lashes are going to fix this, but honestly, I sincerely doubt it. Everything turned to mud, and I knew that was gonna happen because every time I work with cool tone shades, it turns into mud. Not necessarily just because of the shade, but because I'm so not used to working with them that I don't know how to blend them. I am going to try and put like a pop of green color. I'm gonna use the emerald shade from the So Jaded palette to hopefully bring the green thing together, but honestly, I don't see it happening for me. Anyway, we're gonna move on because honestly, I just can't. If I focus on this too long, I'm gonna get upset. For foundation, I'm gonna be using this sponge. This I did get in a FabFitFun box. This is a silicone beauty blender type thing. It has this edge right here that is silicone, but then when you turn it around, it kind of has the consistency of a beauty blender, but also harder and less spongy. Like the material feels smooth, almost like velvet, but it's not velvet. I don't know how to explain this. I'm intrigued by this silicone side. We'll see if that works. And then if it doesn't, I'm gonna wet the back of this and I'll use that. I'm gonna wet this with this water thermal spray. This is super interesting. I don't normally wet my beauty blender with this because it's kind of a waste of it. When I first got this in a FabFitFun box, I was like, okay, it's just water. But every time I'm working outside or in my garage when I'm doing like a DIY project or something and I'm super hot, I keep this downstairs and I'll just spray myself and it is so cold. I think that's why they call it thermal. I'm not sure, but it's literally just spring water. Anyway, I'm gonna wipe off the silicone part, make sure that that part's dry, and I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I'm gonna be using my Zoeva Natural Luminous foundation. I do like that foundation. I've been using it the most out of every foundation that I have. I'm gonna put a little drop of face oil and I'm gonna mix it together with the silicone side. This feels weird as hell. What the hell? There's no way that can work well. All right, here goes nothing. Do I smear it? Oh, hell no. I'm immediately going in with the back of the sponge because that application on the silicone is federal. I feel like I have to dab my face so hard and it has sucked up all of my product. I haven't even done my cheeks, like finished my cheeks, and I have to put more foundation. I've easily put double the amount I normally put. Although I have to say it's not putting it on horribly. The only sponge that isn't a beauty blender type thing, although I have to be honest, I don't even really like beauty blenders. I feel like they don't perform as well as the Real Technique sponge for me. However, the Colourpop one, the one that they came out with when they did their Pretty Fresh collection, that sponge, that's a really nice sponge as well. But I don't find many other sponges that aren't that type of material that I enjoy putting on my makeup with. The only one that I was like, oh, that's pretty good is the microfiber sponge or the velvet sponge. You know what I'm talking about? I think it was the Juno & Co or something. It went like viral after Nikki Tutorials used it. That sponge is nice, but any other sponge, I'm not a fan. How embarrassing. This foundation is already too dark for my skin. This was my summer shade and it's still super pale. The most tanning action that I got this summer was laying out in my inflatable pool, which, fun story, it's not fun at all. It's kind of sad. All my stories now are just sad, okay? Welcome to my channel. But I laid out in an inflatable pool so many times. There was a point that I was doing it every day because the weather was beautiful in Georgia and it was so hot and I just craved being in a pool, and it was a vibe. Honestly, I was chilling. It was really nice. I would listen to music and I would just vibe out, drink a White Claw. It was great. But over time, my son just like abused the crap out of that pool and it just started breaking down. And of course, on my birthday, August 17th, I went out into the inflatable pool and I was already so sad. I talked to you guys, I think, about how sad I was on my birthday, but it was such a sad day. Everything was going wrong. It was depressing as hell. And I laid out in the inflatable pool and it was just completely dilapidated. Like, I was trying to lay on the sides and I would just fall. I don't know what my neighbors must have thought, but I was just sitting in the pool, like staring at the ground. I wasn't even on my phone. There was no music playing. There was mosquitoes everywhere and I was just like sitting there like this. They must have been concerned. Anyway, all of that to say, I'm pale as shit. And now I don't even have a pool to go tan in. Tanning for me is not enjoyable whatsoever. I will never be that person that just goes to the beach and like lays out. It's just so hot and you just basically cook in the sun. I like to tan as I'm already in the water, like as I'm doing other things. Now that I know a little bit more about skincare, and not much, but I do know that sunscreen and, you know, sun protection is so important. I actually cringe at the fact that people put on oil and no sunscreen and just like cook in the summer sun. I used to use tanning oil, which is horrible, but I love the smell of it. And I used to use it when I was like in high school, but I would always put it on top of sunscreen. There's some people that actually, I think I saw it on TikTok, put like like Pam baking spray on their body and go outside. I love how I just learned about skincare and I'm like, what's wrong with you guys? I'm using this Brighten and Bronze palette because my bags are still showing through, which is not what I want. And this color just helps to brighten everything up, as the name suggests. So I'm gonna set my under eyes with that first. I'm gonna use the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist just to help my skin a little bit right now. It looks dry as hell. All right, I'm gonna start putting on my lashes. The lashes that I'm using are from AliExpress, I think. I got them a million years ago. They're not even in a package, so I got so confused. But it's 2 lashes on top of another. Oh no, these are the ones from Amazon. No, I know which ones these are. It's like a pack of 5 of them for $6. I saw it on TikTok, of course. The amount of things I've bought from TikTok are insane. I bought a Bissell Crosswave because of TikTok. That was $400. By the way, if you're thinking of getting a Bissell Crosswave, don't. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. There's a dupe for the Bissell Crosswave. It's called Tinico and it's on Amazon for like $160, which I wish I would have known about before spending $400. But apparently it does the same thing. It's just a water tank is smaller. Can I stay on topic for one video? I'm gonna speed up this process by just coming back on camera once I have my lashes and my brows on. I'm also gonna do my bronzer. Here's the thing about makeup videos. How many times can you watch someone do the same thing? A million times. You know what I'm saying? If it was a new bronzer, okay, I get that. But it's the same bronzer I've used on camera before. A list of everything that I used along with links will be down below, of course. But yeah, I'm just gonna come back when I have my lashes, brows, and bronzer on. And I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I did put on my lip liner and my lipstick. I used the Alamat Cosmetics Dulce lip liner and Kathleen's old Colourpop lipstick. I don't think they sell this anymore. This is What's Your Sign. That's pretty much the combo that I use all the time on my lips, but I wanted to use this lip gloss on camera. This did not come in a FabFitFun box, but this came from TikTok, from a small business. I know there's a lot of small businesses on TikTok that resell lip glosses from like the dollar store. This girl didn't. She makes it herself. I've seen it. When she was talking in her videos, I had an inkling that she was Hispanic and from Miami. And I don't know if she's from Miami, but she's from like, she's in Florida, South Florida. And so I was right. But this is like a hemp infused lip gloss. It's from Queen Cosmetics. I forgot to say the brand, but yeah, she's a small business. Ooh. Oh, I put way too much. I do like this gloss. It's not long wearing though, because it's not sticky whatsoever. And for me, only sticky glosses like the Alamat one last for me, like after I eat and stuff. So this is not a long wearing gloss, but it is super comfortable. Has like a mint flavor. I really like it. And it's infused with hemp oil. But yeah, small business. Wanted to shout that out. That'll be included like with the links of everything down below, but she is great. I follow her on TikTok. For blush, I'm gonna try something new. This is from the brand Phase Zero and it's the blush in Making Moves. This came in a FabFitFun box. It's like a peachy, literally the type of colors that I love. It has some shimmer in there. It's not a matte blush. I'm not a big fan of matte blushes. And this is like right up my alley. I'm gonna do the Selena Gomez. Like I said in my last video, put on the blush here on the back ends of my cheeks. I really, really like that color. Wow, that's beautiful. Sometimes I get scared of like things like this that are just one color that I'm getting in a subscription box, but it worked out really nice this time because that is exactly the type of colors I like. For highlights, same as always, Ofra Cosmetics Rodeo Drive highlight. I have honestly never really found a highlight that I love more than this. And even if I do love it, I always come back to Rodeo Drive. It is just the most, look at that. I mean, what the fuck? That's beautiful. It's just so reflective, but it's not glittery. It's beautiful. To finish off under my eyes, I'm gonna be using that jade color, but I'm gonna try to incorporate a little bit of emerald, which is right here next to it. I really want the green to pop at least on my lower lashes because obviously that didn't work out for me. On the top, the green just kind of got overshadowed by like the browns that I used. So I'm gonna mix together that jade and emerald shade and see if we can get a nice little green situation here. These are really earthy greens, so I guess that's why they're not popping as much as I want them to. It's pretty. It just, I don't know why in my head I really thought I was gonna come out here with this like revolutionary colorful look, and that's just never gonna be me. The sooner I accept that, the better. I'm gonna put a little bit of this pearl color on my inner corner. Checking to see if my Postmates here can see the road from my window. Postmates needs to honestly relax. Not just Postmates. All of these delivery apps, you order a $10 plate and you pay like $28. Like something's not clicking here. I literally just paid $28 for one plate of food and an appetizer. And the plate was $10. Something's just not right here. Doesn't sit right in my spirit and I need to investigate. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I despise this look. and I can't wait to wash it off. These lashes are poking me. Everything just turned out looking like mud, but it is what it is. And we're finished with the look and there's nothing I can do now, so I need to just accept it. But yeah, I've been thinking about doing a video like this for a while, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon. I have other videos planned. I'm in the swing of filming. Let's see how long I can keep this up. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time. Bye!